The purpose of this video is to run through the user settings, and the permissions that come from user settings in the application. So, in terms of when you go into the user admin screen, which is only available through an administrator, there's only 3 user groups in this Lite application, so it's kept in a very simplified space. You have standard users, and then you have document control, and then basically you have administrators who can do anything at all. Okay, so when you're creating a new user, you basically have to put in that person's password. So say, for example, I have, say, just a generic user here, Bob, and basically Bob is down as being a standard user. Right, so you can change a user and elevate their permissions at any time, and the user accounts of this Lite application, say the interaction with, say, a domain controlling a password does not exist in the Lite version of this application. Right, so that's just one of the things to give out on it, and the password is basically put in, so it's fairly generic in terms of how it would work, and it's that there is a full version of a GDP Manager which has um, a more comprehensive user administrative, setting screen. But here it's just very straightforward, and you just simply remove users and then you edit users and you can add users. So it's done in a very straightforward way. If I want to remove the user, I just literally hit remove. Very straightforward. When there's many users here and you go into search, again, you literally just have to do a search and you'll be able to minimize the results that are shown on the screen. Okay, so in terms of the admin and what they can do, so the admin can operate as a standard user. The biggest plus that they have here is that they can basically come in, edit the users. They can go in, they can edit the settings in the background in terms of kind of what you want to connect to and so on. So that's kind of putting that one out there. In terms of settings and what you can kind of play around with. So say, for example, here we have a document. What we can do, doc control and admin are able to take a look and say, well, look, all of the files that are available here, you can either set someone to have, say, no access, so they can't see anything inside it. Then you have view access, and then you have submissions. Okay, so in terms of submissions and what that basically means, here at the bottom of the screen, when we have a document selected, we can look at the details here, so we can see when it was created, when it was uploaded. So that's putting that one out there. So then we have the concept of the versions and so on. So we can see everything here to do with the document. This hasn't actually been submitted yet whatsoever. It's only been uploaded by a user, Jim, which was created in a previous video. The concept of submissions basically means that what you've done is you've published. So you've published a draft out, and you've actually opened up a screen, and then you've actually sent a document for approval. So that's basically what submissions means when you're actually giving the submissions to the users, and that's effectively it. So you can have many different projects down here, project folders, and then you're able to have the different documents that sit inside those project folders, and you can have a more detailed breakdown all the way along if necessary. So in terms of the settings and the permissions and the administration, it's very easy to do that. And also then with this application, there is a configuration specification which has been put in place, which is very easy to follow, but I will cover that in a future video, and reach out to the support email in the description below if you'd like to find out kind of more details on how that matrix is set up and how it's edited and so on.